Boise State coming out man-to-man. They play more of a soft man. They don't really contest out to the three-point line or beyond it, except on certain players.
The 7-footer Stein down the lane. Cauley-Stein with the basket. How about the new look?
Well, he's gone blonde. Blondes have more fun. He certainly had fun on that first play, putting it on the deck, and that's one
for the Broncos.
This Boise State team, very good off the dribble and very good shooting it. They like to get it side to side.
Dimmick on the spin. Cauley-Stein defended beautifully there, and totally shut him down as Randle brings it onto the offensive end. Here's Young off target with a three-point attempt. Cauley-Stein battling underneath. He'll draw the foul, and he'll go to the line to shoot two.
Kentucky switching ball screens and exchanges.
Marks gets himself a jumper, but off target. He's every game. His twin brother averaging 14. Young with another one. Cauley-Stein just too tall, has it knocked away. Now a scramble and a terrific defensive play tonight. Boise State, very unselfish unit. This is Nick Duncan. Loriaga misfiring on his long one, the 6'2" senior, and he's
an experienced player. Anthony Dimmick, he averages 20 a game. Played on the Australian under-19 team. So he's played all over the world. He's had high-level experience.
It's a real Aussie connection here with Boise State as Young launches again. Cauley-Stein there for the follow stuff.
Well, Cauley-Stein was shots, but the last couple possessions been trying to get it to the rim.
Derek Marks can't finish there, and Kentucky on the attack now. The Wildcats coming in 7-2 and coming off a disappointing defeat as Randle went down the lane and lost control of it. One of those very gifted freshmen, Julius Randle.
Well, Boise State is basically getting whatever they want on the offensive end. Dimmick has been able to get to the basket. He's taking wide open threes, and now Julius Randle going to pick up an offensive foul, knocking over Ryan Watkins as he tries to get into the low post. You could hear the players talk right now because the crowd's quiet, but there's no talk by this young Kentucky team. And right now, Aaron Harrison has no idea what's going on behind him because nobody talked to him.
Thompson blew by everybody, but Cauley-Stein was there to defend from behind. Harrison to Young. They swing it well. Harrison's jump shot. And up and in for two.
So foul on his part. That takes him out of the game.
Randle with a nifty scoop shot down the lane. That's 6'9", Julius Randle.
Well, out of the ladder coming at the Breslin Center. Just an amazing win by North Carolina.
Thompson trying to drive the baseline, and a block there by Cauley-Stein, who's been
created a culture of winning, and where this team really passes the ball, shares the ball, they trust each other. They do something I've not seen a lot of teams do. They chart touches. Now some teams, they chart paint touches. No, they chart the times they... Duncan being guarded by a guard, even though he's a big guy. Sets a lot of ball screens. Good split.
But Cauley-Stein with a great recovery. Terrific.
Ryan Watkins, a terrific offensive rebounder, was right there.
Off to Randle, powers his way in, but that won't drop. He missed the bunny.
And now Kentucky's going to spend another 25, 30 seconds on defense.
And doing a lot of chasing. Cauley-Stein hitting the deck there. Thompson wins it. And tipped out of play, and it will be Kentucky ball. So they're talk as well.
Yeah.
You've got to be loud on the court.
Yeah, he said, your hair's loud, you need to be loud too. He also referenced Dennis Rodman, saying, look, Dennis Rodman wore a wedding dress, but when the game started, he played.
Great stay by again, a dunk by Dimmick.
The green light is such a nice thing.
Well, here's another one. Dimmick around and out. He certainly has it, averaging 20.
Well, Kentucky's ahead by 6 in this one, but this has been Boise State's pace. They've been forcing Kentucky to spend more time on the defensive end than the offensive end.
Randle in the lane. Tough shot, but he makes it so strong. www.getsecnetwork.com. There's another block by Willie Cauley-Stein, who's been everywhere on the defensive end. He has 5 blocks. Young can't connect though. Poitras back up and a misfire. Cauley-Stein is there for 2 more.
Poitras just overpowered Jeff Alora. Boise State to draw contact on defenders as they went to the basket. One guy they got to watch is Derek Marks. He's a second half player.
Marks handling it now, driving that lane, applies the break, swatted away.
And it doesn't Doesn't mean they're bad guys or they're selfish or anything. It's far from it. But a lot of times when you're a freshman, you tend to go through things by yourself. And right now they've had another block shot, or at least chain shot by Willie Cauley-Stein. That's Harrison's third steal of the ball game. He's been very alert on the defensive end. That's a good post feed into Julius Randle.
Randle has to try and chase it down on the line, however, and turned it over.
It's just a question of Randle being stronger with the ball. He has to expect a double team's going to come his way. He's one of the top scorers. And they ran right into the chest of screeners and stayed there like they had Velcro on.
It is spinning on the baseline, stayed with it and laid it in. It was knocked out of his hands.
5 of them just about are on the offensive end. One of the best offensive rebounders in the country, leading the Mountain West. And that shows you how valuable that Marks is. He took the ball to the bucket and drew a shot blocker. That opened up the offensive glass.
Randle, his own
maker, he's a finisher. And a guy who's a tremendous physical presence and a rebounder and a guy that can really run.
Well, Cauley-Stein with another block, give him 7. And really going to look to, you would think, here in the second half. He sat for a big chunk of the first half in some foul trouble. Couldn't get it high enough there.
Well, Cauley-Stein looked like he got a piece of that one, too. Well, this is to Boise State.
Let's see if Julius Randle gets some touches. Cauley-Stein, a blocking foul here against Boise State. Here to Lexington. Randle on the spin, airborne, banks it off the iron, follows his own miss, up strong, draws the foul. He'll go to the line.
Julius, at least he got into mine.
Randle can't contain that pass, and off his fingertips. So Kentucky seemingly on the edge of taking a big lead several times here. 52-41. Marks wants to take it. Again, Cauley-Stein did a terrific job of making him change.
Catch the ball. He thought that Randle was going to shoot it.
Right back to him, and he is over that line. So once again, a turnover.
The Kentucky teams that under John Calipari that went to the Final Four, went to the Elite Eight, won the championship in 2012. They had older players that carried a load. And they don't have that this year. It is.
He's missed 7 consecutive shots. Shot clock down to 10 now for the Broncos.
The Harrison twins just switched on Marks right there, and then they got another switch.
Marks with shot clock down to 3. Foul line jumper harassed. He left it well short. And done. Andrew Harrison gives it up for Young. Now Randle draws a lot of attention, doesn't he? But he still gets it done underneath.
Guys are going through this still individually. But collectively, I think that's where they can really improve. And that'll improve their transition. They haven't been quite as good in transition this year as in years past.
And they're trying to get it in, but it's a 5-second violation. He couldn't do it.
Essentially a 4-point play after the made field goal and then the rebound bucket.
Grimmick, what a tough shot. Again, altered by Cauley-Stein, who has 9 blocks tonight. And he's probably made them change at least another half dozen shots.
Well, Drimmick, Marks, Mikey Thompson, all those.
The best start in school history.
How many big guys can switch off on a guard like Willie Stein just did on Hadziemirovic and then step out and get a steal like that? I mean, that's a really terrific defensive.
Shot clock down to 5. Randle wants it. Tried to bank it. Not there. But can't. Jump shot from the corner. Way too strong. Pretty good look goal. 1:09 remaining here at Rupp Arena. Marks. One-hander. Short. Cauley-Stein with a rebound. Outletting to Harrison. Aaron Harrison. Slammed by Randle. Yikes.